Welcome back to our channel Dimes and Cents, today to the fascinating world of coins where history, rarity and value come together in ways that continue to surprise collectors and treasure hunters. Today we are diving into one of the most talked about, highly collectible and shockingly valuable pieces of American coinage, the 1980 Liberty Quarter Dollar from the United States, a coin that at first glance may look ordinary but upon closer inspection reveals a story filled with historical depth, striking details and a market value that has astonished collectors around the world, with some examples now being valued at more than $77.5 million. When we think of a simple quarter dollar, most people imagine a coin used for everyday transactions, something passed through countless hands at laundromats, vending machines, or even arcade games. But the truth is, not all quarters are created equal, and the 1980 Liberty Quarter Dollar stands as a prime example of how a small piece of metal can carry immense importance. The year 1980 marked a turning point in United States history, not only politically and economically but also in the minting industry. America was moving into a new decade, one filled with technological change, economic challenges and cultural shifts, and the quarter dollar struck during this year reflects both the artistry of coinage and the subtle mysteries that collectors search for. To understand why the 1980 Liberty Quarter Dollar has become so valuable, we must first step back and look at the history of the quarter itself. The quarter dollar, first authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792, has been one of the most widely used denominations in American commerce. For decades the design has evolved, but by 1932 the image of George Washington, the first President of the United States, was chosen to mark the bicentennial of his birth. This design, showing Washington's profile on the obverse side, became so iconic that it remained in circulation for many decades, including on the 1980 issue. Behind this simple image lies a deeper layer of American pride, representing leadership, independence and national strength. The reverse side of the 1980 Liberty Quarter still featured the classic heraldic eagle with wings spread wide, a design that symbolizes freedom and resilience. This eagle design itself is an emblem of America's promise and power, and though it was later replaced by state quarters and other designs in 1980, it was still the bold and powerful national symbol gracing the coin. This pairing of Washington and the eagle gave the coin a timeless character, and it is exactly this character that makes such pieces valuable, especially when they are linked to rare minting varieties, errors or special conditions. Now, the 1980 quarter dollar was produced at three major mints: Philadelphia, Denver and San Francisco. Each mint mark tells us about its origin, with the Philadelphia coins generally lacking a mint mark, Denver coins showing AD, and San Francisco producing proof issues with an S mark. Millions of these coins were made, but among them a very small number turned out to be extraordinary. These extraordinary coins are the ones that collectors fight over, and their scarcity combined with pristine condition and error varieties has pushed their value to astronomical levels. What makes some of these 1980 Liberty quarters worth over $77 million? The answer lies in rarity and perfection. Certain 1980 quarters were struck with unique errors that escaped the mint's quality control process. Some examples show double striking, off-center images, unusual planchets or misaligned dies. Others are highly prized because of their flawless mint state condition, graded by professional grading services at the highest possible levels. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A quarter that has been circulated and worn may only be worth its face value, but a coin preserved in untouched perfection, shining with its original luster, can become a priceless artifact. The collector's market places immense value on rarity, and when rarity meets high demand, prices skyrocket. Over the years, auctions have revealed shocking numbers, with rare 1980 Liberty quarters fetching millions at prestigious coin sales. Some collectors view these coins as investments, while others cherish them as irreplaceable pieces of history. The figure of $77.5 million may sound unbelievable, but in the realm of numismatics, where one-of-a-kind coins become cultural treasures, values like this are not impossible. It is often the unique stories tied to these coins that drive their worth beyond imagination. Imagine holding in your hand a coin minted in 1980, a year when Ronald Reagan was about to reshape American politics, when the Cold War tensions were still high, when technology was beginning to boom, and when gas prices, inflation, and social change defined the era. That small coin becomes more than currency, it becomes a time capsule. It is a witness to an era of transformation in the United States. Collectors don't just see metal, they see history frozen in time, a connection to the lives and events of 4 decades ago. Furthermore, the artistic detail of the 1980 Liberty quarter dollar cannot be overlooked. John Flanagan's portrait of Washington has subtle details that, in pristine form, shine beautifully under the right light. The eagle on the reverse, with every feather carved in sharp relief, makes these coins miniature works of art. When preserved perfectly, they remind us that coinage is not just commerce but also culture, artistry, and heritage. Today, in the collector's market, people actively search through their pocket change, hoping to come across a 1980 quarter that may be overlooked. Stories of individuals discovering rare coins in old collections, coin jars, or even in circulation fuel the fascination further. The dream of finding a $77 million coin in an old drawer is the kind of story that inspires treasure hunters across the globe. So how can one know if they have one of these extraordinary 1980 Liberty quarter dollars? First, the coin must be carefully examined for mint errors, unusual features, or signs of being struck on the wrong planchet. Second, condition plays a decisive role. Coins graded as MS-67 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC command breathtaking prices. Third, provenance and rarity factor into the valuation, meaning that if only a few are known to exist, demand will push the value into the stratosphere. As collectors and enthusiasts continue to fuel demand, the story of the 1980 Liberty quarter dollar remains alive and growing. This coin, once worth only 25 cents, has become a symbol of how ordinary objects can turn into extraordinary treasures. With values now reported at over $77.5 million for some examples, the coin world is left in awe of how history, artistry, rarity, and condition all blend together to create something so magnificent. The next time you see a quarter dated 1980, pause for a moment. Look closely at its details. You may be holding more than just pocket change. You may be holding a fragment of American history, a symbol of a bygone era, and perhaps even a fortune waiting to be discovered. This is the power of numismatics, where coins speak louder than their weight in silver or copper, and where the 1980 Liberty quarter dollar will forever stand as one of the most legendary examples of American coinage, a coin that turned pocket change into a multi-million-dollar treasure.